What up, humans? What's going on Turtle Island? What's going on, Native Americans in Washington, D.C. and vicinity? This D.C. white boy back at you, man. Some more, man, just so much ammo down here in the South. I hate to say it, but look, if you can live somewhere 20 years, man, and live somewhere else 20 years, you know the big difference between what's going on, right? And if you grew up in a major city, like I grew up in Washington, D.C., which is the city of the world, all right, mind you. And DC's DC. That's us. So, anyways, well, we got morals, values, and we all poor. I'm not talking about your lawyers, your doctors, your congressmen, and all the people that got money in DC. There's a lot of money, but there's only 450,000 residents, and then, like during the day, like 1.5 million come in from Virginia and Maryland and work government jobs. But southeast, northeast, some of southwest over there, it's just some of southeast they develop a lot, but like my old neighborhoods and shit like that, Valley Green, Congress Heights ain't done nothing too. They're still pretty, run down and everything. There's still a lot of projects, but one thing about it is that when you grow up poor like that, a lot of things that people don't like. Southern poor ass white people and stuff, they just live like trash, man. They shit all over the yards, you know what I mean? They, they act like they hate the world. They're lazy. The houses are a wreck. See, the other way, flip the script, broke ass motherfucker, we got a pair of play shoes and a pair of school shoes, tennis shoes, and so you got one pair a year or something. Okay, but we look for jobs all the time. We took returnable bottles back. We delivered newspaper. But anybody that helped bring us up, we had much respect and appreciation because, man, it was hard. You got a job, help one, you got two or three other people apply for the same one job, shit like that. So anyways, but of course, I gravitated to the best job there was at the time, and that was slinging crack. You know what I mean? So anyways, so back to this, man. But I'm saying appreciation. Like, we live in an apartment, cleaner as any model home I've been in. My nana kept that sucker spotless. I mean, every day clean. Our house stayed like just spotless. Where we were broke, you take care of your stuff because you can't just trash it and go buy new stuff. Well, these people trash the shit down here. They can't afford to buy new stuff. They just live trashy. And, and another thing is like when somebody brings you up, man, we were so low at the bottom that you appreciate anything somebody does for you. I mean, it ain't no difference if Jim gives me a filet mignon and Jack gives me a bologna sandwich. I got just as much appreciation for both of them. I'm not going, oh man, he only gave me bologna sandwich. He gave me filet. No, he gave me something he didn't have to give me. It was his. So I appreciate that. Just looking out for me. Give me something to eat. All right, but people don't look at it that way. It's like, oh man, you got this, man. Anyways, Southern people don't look that way. They don't have no appreciation for shit. They'll walk out, man. Anyways, no respect. They're born without respect because there are people that didn't have respect. Now, we know the brains are behind because all schools got burned down for the North in the war. So it took another 50, 100 years to build schools. So that's why North was so much ahead in education and stuff. And it's just facts. I'm not busting on the people. Maybe if you took some of these dumbasses up there and, the genes wouldn't allow them to adapt. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so, it's like whenever somebody does something for you, like, man, let me tell you something right our way. If we got 5 guys working for a guy, he's keep giving us all paychecks every week. Just keeping us busy. Man, if that man was having any problem on a job, somebody get in his face, you got 5 other guys, black, white, purple, pink, that are going on their ass. You better leave the boss alone. You better leave him alone. Because are we thinking about him? Not necessarily. We're thinking about us, a paycheck. That's my paycheck. If you hurt him, you taking $1,000 a week out of my pocket. Hell no. I'll kill you. That's like you robbing me. So that's how everybody else feels. Because it's so hard to get jobs, so hard to get money. Right? And man, I mean, like guys that I've worked for right now, like 30, 40 years ago, if they called me up and needed something, need me, man, the ones that I know, how they treated me and got me started, man, I'd do anything they wanted me to do for them, man. Because I appreciate, if I didn't get the electrical trade, I'd have been screwed, man. I've been an electrician since I was young, and then I went to prison, got out, finished my electrical stuff up, man, and been a master electrician ever since. And I write my ticket. I go wherever I want. I pack up right now tomorrow, leave, go anywhere. You give me a destination, and I'm gonna have a job that day or the next day because I'm a master electrician. That's all there's to it. I'm good at it. Service work, commercial, residential. Don't care about that. If I want to make money right now, I'll be making $1,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? Easy. I don't want that headache. I don't want that money. People act like, yeah, I live in a trailer. I got whatever I got out here. That's because I got more money. Why would I pay $2,000 a month rent? I got this house all by myself. Look at this house. I pay $2,000 a month rent. Yeah, it's nice. Got a pool. Man, I need one room to clean. A kitchen, living room, and a bedroom. Because I don't have no guests. I got 2 recliners in my living room. It's always been my life. The rules don't change. I just don't have guests because I've always been crooked my whole life. Even though I ain't crooked no more, I might be leaning, but I ain't crooked. Anyways, so, you know, that's just the way it is. Well, man, like, when you quit on somebody, all right, if it's an asshole, you only work for a little while. You know what I mean? Fuck them. I'm gone. I ain't give you no notice because you ain't give me no notice. You fire me. Somebody put some bank in my pocket. First of all, I'm not quitting a job until I got another job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll bite my tongue for a minute. But that's when I used to work for somebody. I ain't worked for nobody, y'all, in like 30 years. I've been working for myself. So, but, I mean, I don't consider running a business working for somebody. But anyways, whatever. But the bottom line is, like Carol, for instance, okay, my best friend, and man, couldn't be a better friend in the world. Okay, she's right up there at the top. What everybody grow up, I don't think of let's say her and Margaret. You know, these. I mean, they're just they're the women I trust in my life with anything. Okay, anything. Tell them anything. They don't judge me. They love me. I've earned trust from everybody. I never broke the trust with nobody, and I'm not going to. And man, what means to me is my name means a lot, man. That's why I keep my word. That's why I be lying to people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell them no. Or yeah, but I'm not going to make them an excuse. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to give you an excuse. Hey, man, I'm late. Oh, because my car broke down, my dog got loose, my wife's sick. No. Man, I'm hungover as hell, man. Yeah, I got up late, man. I'm hungover. You know, but there ain't nothing wrong with the car. I'm not sick. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got fucked up, all right? So you tell a motherfucker, be honest with them. Because everybody's done it. But when you continue to do shit, piece of you lie. And another thing, man, is people down here cannot mind their business. I'm going to tell you some good shit, y'all. They can't mind their business. They ain't everything but a Hearst. You know what I'm saying? Everybody business. They run with shit, man. Anyways, but all I know is this, is that y'all need to learn some respect down here in South South, man. Because 99% of y'all, I'm going to speak for the Outer Banks. I'm not going to speak for down south. I ain't all over there. I don't want to go. No, I've been down there with redneck rebel flags and all that. No. I ain't going to jail for life down there. You know what I'm saying? But, so, you know, and that's one thing though. You know, it ain't a lot of racism down here now. There's not. You got your few little stupid ass white rednecks that calls you, but they ain't hurt nobody. They're punks. They won't say it to a black man's face or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Especially where I grew up, they wouldn't say it to one of my homies because they stealing off. You know, I'm still off. But so they walk out on people that somebody that took care of them, that put money in their pocket, and you don't stop and look, man, and say, what has this person done for me? Man, I can't leave this person fucked like that, man. Man, fuck that. I know I feel bad as shit today, but I'm going to work. I know I got the flu. Man, I can't even hang on, Nah, man, I got to go. I'm doing that shit because of me, my word, my rep, and I want to live up to it. And, unless barring like I got liver cancer, right? I got to go to the doctors. I got to take off. Can't help you. You know what I'm saying? But man, it really fucks me up when people have no respect. They don't they always think of themselves, but they don't think of what somebody does to make them themselves. And another thing, man, I've been around the same people 20 years, right? Working on this corner down here. I don't probably know, except for my nephew Dylan, my main man, my protege, who's blew any expectations of anybody I've known down away, okay? He's right up there with the big dogs, with my boy Walter, I don't know how to explain it. He works and he gets money and he's making stupid money, man. He's 19, 20 years old, right? And he's already managing the place for me, the Doomburger, running that, making over $1,000 a week. You know why? Because he works. He don't hang on the streets. He don't hang with punks. The guys he hangs with, they go fishing. They don't do drugs. You know, I'm sure they burn one. That ain't a drug, okay? Right now, man, I was getting ready to dab it up, y'all. Check this out, man. I got the good shadow right here, but I knew I'll forget everything. I'll be all over the place. We'll be talking about Wild Kingdom or something. Yeah, that's it. Can you see it? How the fuck I can't see it? Oh. What's this one? I don't know, but that's some good shadow, Bubba. That's what you call shadow, 99%. Anyways, I do a dab when I'm done with this. But yeah, you know, just let you know that reputation follows you. Now, people, they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They could care less. There's backgrounds and the crackish and the heroinish and all that shit. But nobody, back to what I'm saying, besides my boy Dylan, I can think of the people I know for 20 years that work in places and are doing the same thing they were 20 years ago. They have the same amount of stuff they had 20 years ago. They've not upgraded, done nothing. Satisfied with where they live, satisfied with what they drive. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Satisfied with 2 days a week so they can pay the mama rent to live with her. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, never in your life will you ever see a population of human beings where males live at home. These, man, not only we had to get the fuck out when got out of high school or something, if we didn't leave by then, we couldn't wait to get out. Man, these guys 35, 40, 45, 50 years old. Mama making them breakfast, lunch, and dinner still. They sleeping on the couch in the basement free. Yeah, playing video games and drinking. Yeah, that's the life. Yep, that's it. That's it. And I can say, I don't know. I guess because you look, there's no ambition, man. Ain't no ambition. Like I said, I took Shorty off the street, brought him to my house, had him working. Next thing you know, he's running shit. I'm teaching him every day. Next thing you know, he's running. Next thing you know, man, if I tell him I'm going to get on the grill, I'm the best on the grill there is. I'll bet on Dylan against any cook on the whole Outer Banks because he's cooking hamburgers now. He's not a cook. He's not a chef. See, in Maryland, D.C., all y'all cooks down here, you ain't cooks. No, you might get a cook like at one of them all-you-can-eat places, you know, something like that. But, like, even Red Lobster, you got an 18-month apprenticeship program to work in the kitchen. You better have a culinary degree to work in D.C. and Maryland in a restaurant. You can't just you dropped out of high school and you worked at Hardee's and McDonald's and we're going to hire you to work in the back of a restaurant. You kiss my ass. That's just got to be perfect. But they pay great money. Don't get me wrong. But they pay good money here, man. Great money here. For the cost of living, they make great money. But once again, man, it all really comes down to loyalty and stuff and respect. And you can't respect yourself if you don't respect others. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't understand it, but you know, once again, the Southern ways ain't my ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I lived out here. Loved out of Banks. You know, but I got this many friends, maybe, man, maybe 5. Seriously, what a motherfucker like me call a friend with the criteria that you have to meet. You know what I'm saying? And you do got to meet the criteria. You can't be no sloppy ass drunk motherfucker. Always worry about party. Now, see, we're on the green, man. We're on that green crew, man. We're the green gang. Get money. We ain't got time for no bloodshed. We ain't got time for no crying. No, nothing. It's about getting money. When you from DC, you're a hustler. I'm hustling every day. I sell, flip cars, flip boats. I don't give a shit. Same time, got a job coming in, man. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna stop. Can't stop. You feel me? So, but I'm just telling you, man. Y'all got a whole rude awakening, man. If you burn bridges, if people do the shit they do down here, man, you can do that in the city. But you ain't getting far down here, man. Once word get out on your name, you ain't getting hired, man. But anyways, y'all can go ahead and just give me a thumbs up. Just know y'all chilling with me. But everything's going. I'm going through treatments for the liver cancer shit. I'm not taking no chemo and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's got a tumor inside and didn't get nowhere else in my body. Eventually it's going to kill me, of course. But, you know, if I can get a few more years, we good to go. If I get a year, if I can get 2 months, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys, for letting me stay another day. Not, oh, my God, why me? Why am I dying so early? What did I do? Man, fuck you. I lived a fucked up life and probably should be dead by the time I was... My grandma always said you'd be dead or in prison by 21. I was in prison. I turned 21 in prison. I was doing 8 years. Yeah. So that goes to show you where I started at. You know what I mean? And started for boarded up windows and nobody wanted me and gave me away when I was 2 weeks old and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Did it bother me? Nah. Is it anybody's fault? No. It's life, man. It's society. There's no contract when you're born or this is what you're supposed to have, what you're supposed to get. Nah, man. Some people born to fucked up parents, man. They can't help it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it is. And, but yeah, man, just so y'all know, man, if you fuck one of my good friends or something, man, don't worry about fucking with me. All right, don't say nothing to me. If one of my group of my circle, if you don't say a word bad about it, don't fuck with me. But if they don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have to tell me nothing. I'm all man gonna fuck with you because that's how DC loyalty is. I don't gotta be told. Okay, I got brains. I think about shit, and look around and say, man, who does the most for me, man? The person that does the most for me is the person that helps me pay my bills. Besides Jesus Christ, he does the most. Okay? But I'm sure he has a factor in me paying my bills too. So y'all press the thumbs up. I don't care about describe all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But just letting y'all know, man, it's very disappointing when you see people do some fucked up shit, and especially but when you already know. You might even mention to somebody before. I call people's character out of, man, a mile away, man. So anyways, y'all, I just holler at y'all, man. DC White Boy, I'm out of here, man. Dab time.